Today we're building a fire trailer. Kinda. Fire trailer version 1.0. Let me show you this thing. This trailer here, it's got a lot of history. I got this from my grandpa back when I was in high school. He got this when he was like 14 years old, I believe the story goes. And it's built out of a Model A truck frame. You can see the little tapered frame rails right there. Yeah, you can kind of see those tapered frame rails. That cross member, that's from a Model A truck. The hubs on it are from the Model A Ford as well. And then this axle was kind of built in between it. But when he got it, it was a boat trailer. And he converted it, I believe, into like a flatbed trailer. Then at one point, it was an enclosed trailer that he used for his like mobile business. And then eventually it turned into the two-wheel trailer that we have today. I think it's been like this for the last 40 years. For as long as I can remember it, it was like this. And I got it in high school and used it mowing 20 yards a week for all through high school and the first 2 years of college. If you're a young guy watching this, that is a great way to make money. I had like 20 yards a week, made way more money than any of my friends working, flipping burgers or whatever. And you learn some good skills, but that's beside the point. My plans for it are actually to make an off-road camp trailer out of it. I want like a rooftop tent, give it a little bit of lift. I got a different axle for it because this axle's in sad shape. But for the remainder of this year, it's gonna be my fire trailer. So what we gotta do today is we gotta strip out this rotten plywood floor. I've got some 2x6s. We're gonna just bolt down some 2x6s. And then we got to set up the tank and the water pump. I haven't really used this thing much since getting my big truck. But back before I had a truck, I actually towed this thing behind my Jeep ZJ when I had my remodeling business. And this is what I used to get a lot of materials, a lot of, that's how I haul my tools around. A good two-wheel trailer is a good replacement for a truck if you need it. Dropped you, sorry. Alright, there's a good look at that Model A truck frame. Kind of cool. You can see right there where there was a repair on the axle. Kind of pulled a stupid move back when I was doing all that remodeling. One time I put 56 sheets of drywall in this thing, and let me tell you, that was too much. Ended up snapping the axle on Sunset Hill, and that ended up being an expensive load of drywall. I had to get a tow to the job. So, but what was kind of cool is the neighbor of the folks I was doing drywall for, he was a retired veteran, and he was like, "Hey, I can fix your trailer." And we wheeled that thing over after we unloaded the drywall, and he welded it up for me. So that was really cool. But anyway, this time around, I'm not even gonna like replace the side plywood, even though it is absolute trash, because it's like actually what the fenders are mounted to. So I don't want to mess with it yet. I'm not sure exactly what my structural plan is yet. So I'm just gonna clean up, cut all those carriage bolts off, and we're gonna start laying those 2x6s in here. That water tote should be right over the frame, so I'm not too worried about like those 4-foot spans with the 2x6s. It'll be just fine. And then when we convert this thing to the camp trailer, we'll figure out exactly what we want to do. I know that I want to preserve the Model A truck frame because that's what makes this thing kind of special. The rest of it I will modify as needed to make sure it's strong and all that. But all right, let me get the grinder out. All right, short on 2x6s, but I had some 2x4s, and it's just about perfect. So now I just got a whole bunch of holes to drill. I'm going to get at least one carriage bolt on each end, I believe, and that should be good enough. The center will hold itself, the weight of the water. Should be good. Well, somehow I lost all the carriage bolts I bought for this project because I bought them like 3 years ago. So we're going to do that. We're going to get some more. Let's break into this water pump and see what plumbing parts we need. So I got this Predator 1-inch water pump from Harbor Freight. Ugh. I kind of wanted the 2-inch pump, but nobody had any like within a 200-mile radius because, you know, it's fire season. Come on. But I actually might be happier with the 1-inch pump because it's not going to drain the tank so fast, and it might actually give me a little bit more pressure. So I guess those the 2-inch pump's like a trash pump, and when you put too much head pressure on them, it can actually make them inefficient. So this might be pretty good for what I need it for. Good looking unit. See here. Don't know if that hooks to a 1-inch hose or if that's pipe thread. I'll have to figure that out. All right, I'm gonna dig into these parts, see what I have here. All right, we're gonna try these self-tappers. Maybe they'll do the trick. Right on, they're all in. I ended up having to pre-drill all the holes because that angle iron's pretty thick, but it worked. So now we're gonna get the water tank in here, kind of get it positioned, and then we'll know what we need to do for plumbing. All right, that's pretty good. So now all I gotta do is shrink that down to 1 inch, straight pipe over, elbow in, and then convert this to a hose, and we should be good to go. Well, I grabbed the wrong fitting for there, so that's not gonna work, but got the right one there. This will just elbow over and go straight to there, and then just got this shrunk down to a 3/4 inch hose for now. I'd love to do 1 inch, but North 40 didn't have the right fittings, and I have a 3/4 hose, so we'll run it that way for now. Hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, and I got 100 foot of hose, so we'll coil it up right there. Have myself a little fire trailer. Alright, well, that took a lot more pieces than it probably should have, but I wanted to be able to pull this thing off with unions here so it can drain easy. I can disconnect it from the pump easy when I have to winterize it. So now we're going to secure the tank down and the pump down with these little brackets, and then we should be able to fill this sucker up and try it out. Alright, we got it. Plumbing's hooked up. Got the tank and the pump all mounted down with those 2-hole straps. Got my hose. So we gotta wait about another hour to let that stuff cure. But we can at least get it hooked up to the Doodlebug, which will be sweet, and get it towed over where we can fill it up. Probably start filling it up too, because there's a valve there that we can shut it off. Oh, I better check the oil and gas this sucker up too. Right on. I don't know, it's pretty perfect. These things might belong together. Maybe I find something else for the camper. I don't know, I think it's a pretty good matchup. I'll run it like this for a while. So, I'm gonna take a little bit, fill this guy up. All right, see how she does with some weight. No problem. Come out here and try out the pump. There, it's really flowing now. Check that out. I get a nozzle on this thing. That's gonna be perfect. Yeah, dude, that's some flow. That's awesome. I think it's gonna work out great. Yeah, look how much water that is. Yeah, dude. Right on, I like that. I like that a lot. Well, sweet. Got myself a little fire trailer. And I don't know, I think maybe I need to find something else for the camp trailer, because you know, it's my grandpa's trailer behind my grandpa's doodle bug. There's a lot of history right here, and I think it might just need to be like this. Maybe I just repair the fenders and replace the plywood, make it how it's been for the last 40 years, and call it good. This is it's a perfect little fire trailer. The doodle bug seems to handle it just fine, and I'm eventually going to replace this rear axle on this guy with something with a little deeper gears, which will make it even better. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm thinking I should probably just leave well enough alone, repair the trailer, and it sticks with the doodle bug. It's my firefighting outfit right here. Hey, need you to do me a favor. If you like this content, Jeep content, the car content, whatever, make sure you're subscribed. Our watch time from subscribers really kind of sucks. It's like 4%, 5% of our views. So if you like this, please subscribe. I'd love to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, which would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We got merch, link down in the description. We got affiliate links down there that helps out the channel. So if you need some tools, tires, welding helmets, just check out those links down below. Wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. See you next time.